Algorand's price has been going kind of crazy lately. So a lot of things happening in Algorand. Crypto influencers are suddenly paying attention to this coin that I've been talking about for a long time. And just some really big wins for Algorand. We're going to look into that. We're going to look into Algorand's price, why it's pumping, why people are really bullish on Algorand right now, and just all the things that are going on with it on today's Frugal BC. Well, what is up, guys? Frugal BC coming at you, and today I'm just talking about some really exciting stuff that's going on in Algorand. It's been kind of crazy lately. The price has been going bananas. It's cooled down a little bit today as I make this video, but had a big pump yesterday, and TVL has been through the roof. That is total value locked, a very important metric for Algorand and crypto, and something that's a little bit different than a lot of the other chains. So that we're going to take a look at that, and we're going to look at why all the creators are suddenly, some of the reasons why some of the big creators are suddenly paying a lot more attention to Algorand than they have in the past. Now, if you've been watching this channel, we've been talking about Algorand for a while, and why? Because it just works, and that's the main thing, right? And I tell you guys, don't focus so much on the price. We're going to be in this for the long term. The really important thing is that this Algorand, the reason I do so much Algorand content is because it just works. It's fast. It's really, really inexpensive. Instead of paying tens of dollars on Ethereum gas fees, you pay next to nothing. It's like 0.001 algo, which is far less than a cent. It's like a tenth of a cent. So it's really fast. It happens in 4 seconds, thereabouts. I've timed this. I remember when I bought an NFT on the Ethereum blockchain on Townstar. It was buy it and go to jiu-jitsu class and come back and then maybe cook some dinner, and then maybe it was available. So an Algorand, it happens like that. The projects are always easy to use. I don't have nearly the problems with the projects as I did when I tried out other stuff. So at some point it's like, well, if Algorand is working, why don't we just keep doing that? Anyway, we're gonna take a deeper dive into its price and the TVL and all this stuff today. Before we do that, guys, if you wouldn't mind hitting that subscribe button, I'd appreciate it a lot. As always, you don't have to smash it. You can just kind of press it gently. And hit the like button too, if you don't mind. That helps spread the videos, spread the word about Algorand, which we're all trying to do here today. So if you could do that, if you want to hit the bell notification, you can get notified as new videos come out. That's always cool too. And I want to thank our sponsor, nifgen.com. They are sending this channel to Dubai at the end of November, which is crazy. It's a month away. Didn't think I was going, and apparently Frugal BC is going to be there. So make sure to check that out. Okay, well, let's just look at the price. Let's take a look at this really quick. This is big. This is a pretty big deal. Yeah, so you can see it's cooled down a little bit today, but this is the big pump up yesterday. We started down here and just went. That is huge. We went from like 31 cents a piece to 33 cents. So that's a big jump in your portfolio if you had Algorand. Yeah, I gained about $300 in algo, worth of algo, US dollars here. So $300 just from that little pump. It was probably up a little higher because it's come down a bit. But just to give you an idea, this is just my algo portfolio, and this is not. I have a trading account as well. It's a couple hundred more. This is all my projects. This is with my Lofty and all this. So not even my total crypto portfolio, just my Algorand portfolio. It's been going really, really well. Now let's look at some other stuff here. Here, this is DeFi Llama, and this, what you'll see here is the number of protocols, and then the change 1 day and 7 day change. So Ethereum has been up a little bit. It has the most protocols of any that I can see. Yeah, but look at Algorand, 15% over 7 days. It's actually down a little on the day, which is interesting, but that is a lot. Nothing else. Is this clear for you guys? I'm having a hard time seeing it, but it might be the light that I've got coming in. But yeah, no other chain. It's 14th on the chain, by the way, 14th on this list, which is pretty cool. And that is by total TVL. So even though this is pretty much, Algorand is like number 30, number 29, somewhere there on market cap. Total TVL is actually, it's only 14th. So it is punching, essentially Algorand is punching above its weight. That's a big deal. That's a really big deal. And up 14, actually on the on the 1 minute, it's up 21%. But more importantly, on that 7 day, that's a nice 7 day average, is up 15.6%. Now, some of the reasons behind that is liquid governance, I think, had a huge impact on that. So, what does that mean? What is liquid governance? Well, regular governance is where you would commit Algorand, and sorry for folks that are like Algorand, if the Algorand elite, you guys are going to be like, yeah, we know this dude. But for anyone who's new to this, Algorand governance, basically you connect your wallet to the Algorand governance page and commit algo. You say, I'm going to keep this algo locked in governance. I'm going to vote when a vote comes up, and you can help shape the future of Algorand. You can usually make decisions about how the chain is going to be processed going forward. And one of those changes was to allow liquid governance. That means that you're using LP pools. Those are liquidity pools that you create on Tinyman or another protocol, and you lock those. You can still use those for DeFi, which is centralized finance. So you can earn money from these various protocols, like Tinyman Farms for some of my favorite. I have a video on that, by the way, if you want to check that out. And you also will earn governance rewards on top of that. So it's a pretty good way to earn on your Algorand while putting it to work. And because that allows that this time, which it didn't last time, that was one of the changes that came about because of governance, because of your vote. Now you can actually make make some pretty serious money, which means more Algorand are going to be locked into the system. It's one of the reasons why the TVL is going up. So let's see if it'll actually show that chart. Yeah, look at this. Look at this raise, man. I mean, this is since August. So this is even before liquidity. Another reason for this, by the way, well, I'm not showing it. Sorry, hold on. But yeah, look at this. Look at this here. It is just pumping like crazy. This is liquidity over time. This is like early this year. This is how low the TVL was. So it has had a banger year, and I think that's one of the reasons why some of the big channels are talking about it. Because I was always so surprised when I discovered Algorand and discovered how easy it was to use. I was like, wait, why aren't more of the channels that I watch talking about this? I love Altcoin Daily. I watch a lot of BitBoy Crypto. I couldn't figure out why they weren't talking about this. So Crypto 1DO is another favorite, like that one. Crypto Stash, it's a good channel too. And they just weren't talking about Algorand. I could never understand it. I'm like, why are you guys talking about Ethereum when everything is so hard to use and so convoluted? And you have to use MetaMask. Ugh. I'm sorry, I can't stand MetaMask. I have strong opinions about MetaMask, but stuff on Algorand just works. Now I know that we got to remember there's been a big jump from how much stuff is available now compared to the beginning of the year. So that's an important factor. Yeah, and there are only 17 protocols right now. So according to DeFi Llama. So imagine when, here, I'll just show you this too. Yeah, 17 protocols. Something like Phantom has 267. Solana has 88. And it should be with 88, it should be way higher than it is, don't you think? Yeah, where is Cardano? Cardano is way down there at number 30. It's got 12 protocols. This is why I can't understand why Cardano has a higher market cap, because what are you guys using it for? You're just buying it and holding it. There's not as much cool stuff to do. So anyway, I'm sure most of the people watching are sold on Algorand already, but it's just one of those things that really, it always surprised me. I just couldn't understand why Algorand wasn't higher up the list. And that's one of the reasons, the TVL is just exploding now. So I think the day is coming, everyone's talking about it. Remember that 2 summers ago, Yieldy was it. It was like the first one. One other reason that Algorand is getting a lot of attention and really important is because it's ISO 20022 compliant. That means it meets the standard that will be put in place for when banks start doing transfers between countries. Very big deal, very important. Algo is one of them. One of the few, and probably the biggest of the few. Another one is Quant, and that's been getting a lot of attention lately. I might put that on my folder to kind of check out a little bit. But Algorand, the other ones are, XRP is one of them, so good for XRP. That one's obviously still going through that lawsuit with the SEC, which is very interesting. But basically, what I'm saying, Algorand seems to be the coin. I really think this is going to be the coin to bring into the future. I think we're going to see very big price action once this stuff all starts coming to fruition. But as you can see, and I've kind of pointed this out before, I point this out on the live stream all the time, but I should do it here too. One thing I point out is that they all kind of still move in unison. Now, ignore the stable coins because you can even see those patterns in the stable coins sometimes. But other than ignoring the stable coins, I mean, look, they all kind of, Ripple is a little bit off of that. But generally speaking, you can kind of see this. You see how they all had that spike? Some of them came down a little more, some of them spiked up a little higher, but they all kind of follow roughly a similar pattern, which is really interesting. That's why I don't worry too much about price, but I really, really care about utility and fundamentals. I think Algorand has great fundamentals and utility. It's working well. There's a ton of projects that are out or near out that are going to be a big deal for the ecosystem. Mokamada just came, Adam Bergman just did a video on them. They are doing EVM compatibility with Algorand, so you'll be able to port a DApp from Ethereum and be able to use Algorand wallet on. I think that's pretty cool. Don't fully understand that, to be honest. Probably watch this channel, and I probably will too. And yep, so that's it for this week. I hope you guys are doing well out there. Love to hear your thoughts on Algorand. I'm sure I'm kind of preaching to the choir. You guys have been, some of you guys have been with me since last year. You know how big this stuff is. You know how I feel about Algorand and why it's important. But I'd love to hear what your favorite project on Algorand is right now. What are you using for DeFi? Right now, Tiny Man Farms, those are my favorites. They've just been solid. I like the layout. I like that they tell me exactly how much I've earned. I might have to do a review video on them soon because it's probably been a while since I did that farm video. Maybe show you guys how to use it too. But Cosmic Champs beta is supposed to launch tomorrow, so we should have a video on that. If you want to see my Tiny Man Farm video, I'll link that above. And otherwise, guys, I hope you're staying safe out there. I'm Frugal BC. And as always, I'll see you in the future.